Attention passionate Cleveland, BROWNS. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Cleveland Browns' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Cleveland Browns fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Cleveland, BROWNS. Let's get to the news now, folks. Let's talk about a situation that's been brewing in Cleveland, one that has fans a little on edge, especially with the preseason coming to a close and the regular season just around the corner. We all know how crucial the quarterback position is, especially for a team like the Browns, who are looking to finally capitalize on the talent they've assembled over the past few seasons. And right now, the buzz is all about Shedeur Sanders, the rookie out of Colorado who's been turning heads during training camp. But unfortunately, he's now dealing with an injury that could impact the team's plans for the upcoming game against the Philadelphia Eagles. Yes, that's right. Shedeur Sanders, the young quarterback who many Browns fans had high hopes for, especially in this preseason, has picked up an oblique injury during team drills earlier this week. And as of now, he's been sidelined from practice since Wednesday. That's a big deal, especially considering how much potential Sanders has shown in his limited reps. It's not just about losing a player for a game or two, it's about the impact on the team's development and the overall depth at the quarterback position. The Browns have a quarterback room that's pretty competitive, but Sanders was emerging as a promising option, especially with his arm talent and mobility. Head coach Kevin Stefanski, as always, kept things measured when discussing Sanders' injury. During a joint practice with the Eagles on Thursday, he addressed the situation, calling the injury day-to-day, but also saying that Sanders would be out for a little bit. That's a cautious phrase, and it's understandable. After all, oblique injuries can be tricky, they tend to linger, and rushing someone back too soon can make things worse. Stefanski's comments weren't just about keeping expectations realistic. They also showed the Browns' coaching staff is being smart and cautious. You don't want to jeopardize Sanders' health, especially with the season so close. But what does this mean for the Browns' upcoming game? Well, it's clear that Sanders, despite not being fully ruled out yet, is likely to miss Saturday's game against the Eagles. The team will probably lean on Dillon Gabriel, the rookie out of Colorado, to step in and take the reins for this one. We all knew Gabriel was going to get some preseason reps, especially since Stefanski planned to start him during this preseason. But the injury to Sanders changes the dynamic a bit. It's a tough break for Sanders, who is looking to make a statement in the preseason, trying to earn a spot in the starting quarterback rotation. This injury also puts more pressure on Gabriel to perform. We've seen flashes of his potential, but now's the moment for him to really show what he can do under game conditions. Gabriel has been part of a crowded quarterback room, with Joe Flacco, Kenny Pickett, and Tyler Huntley also vying for playing time. But with Sanders out, Gabriel has a golden opportunity to shine, to really stake his claim and maybe even push himself into a more prominent role for the regular season. It's worth noting that the timing is pretty tough for Sanders. He's been the only Browns quarterback without practice reps over the past 2 days, which isn't ideal. Meanwhile, the other QBs, Flacco, Pickett, and Huntley, have all been taking snaps during Wednesday or Thursday sessions. Stefanski had already planned to give Gabriel a start during the preseason, but without Sanders, that plan is now more or less set in stone. The coaching staff wants to see Gabriel perform under pressure, to see how he handles the spotlight. Looking ahead, there's still some hope that Sanders might return for the Browns' final preseason game on August 23. But oblique injuries tend to be slow to heal, and there's no guarantee he'll be ready by then. The Browns will have to weigh the risks of rushing him back versus giving him enough time to heal fully. Their main priority is to keep him healthy for the regular season, because let's face it, a healthy Sanders could be a real difference maker for Cleveland. Now, let's talk a little about the bigger picture here. The Browns have been building something special, folks. They've got a solid roster, a strong defense, and an offense that's capable of putting up points. But the quarterback position remains one of the most critical factors in whether they can take that next step and truly contend for a playoff run. With Deshaun Watson's struggles last season, the team has been looking for consistency and stability at the QB spot, and Sanders was developing into a promising option. His injury throws a bit of a wrench into those plans, but it also opens the door for Gabriel to step up. Gabriel, despite being a rookie, has shown flashes of toughness and skill during camp. He's got a quick release, good decision-making, and the mobility to extend plays. All of these qualities are essential in today's NFL, especially with teams like the Eagles, who have a fierce pass rush and dynamic playmakers. The Browns need Gabriel to be precise, to manage the game, and to avoid costly mistakes. If he can do that, he could not only help the Browns win this preseason game, but also prove that he's ready for prime time. And let's not forget, this injury news also impacts the overall depth chart. The Browns have a lot riding on their training camp performances, and every snap counts now more than ever. They've been quietly building a competitive team, focusing on both offense and defense, with a mix of seasoned veterans and promising young players. The coaching staff, led by Stefanski, is known for their strategic approach, and they'll be looking at Gabriel's performance as a key factor in their preseason evaluation. As Browns fans, we know how important it is to stay positive and support our team through thick and thin. Injuries are part of the game, but they also serve as opportunities for others to step up. Gabriel's chance to shine might just be what the team needs to keep pushing forward. The offense has been working hard to gel, and now it's up to the players to show resilience and determination. The defense, as always, remains a cornerstone of the Browns' identity, but now the spotlight on the quarterback room is brighter than ever. Looking at the broader AFC North picture, this injury could have ripple effects beyond just Cleveland. The division is already competitive, with teams like the Ravens, Bengals, and Steelers all strong contenders. The Browns' quarterback situation has been a topic of conversation all offseason, and Sanders' injury adds a new layer of uncertainty. Will Gabriel seize this moment and prove to be the answer? Or will the Browns have to look elsewhere if Sanders needs more time to recover? It's a storyline that could unfold over the coming weeks, and Browns fans should keep a close eye on how Gabriel handles this pressure. In terms of season expectations, Cleveland has been quietly optimistic. They've added talent, they've addressed some of their offensive line issues, and they're eager to finally break through and reach the playoffs. But as history shows, injuries at key positions can derail even the most well-planned campaigns. That's why staying healthy and having reliable backups is so crucial. Browns fans remember the struggles of previous seasons, where injuries to key players hampered their chances. This year, the team is hoping that their depth and resilience will carry them through. And that's what makes Gabriel's opportunity so crucial. If he can perform well in these preseason games, he might not only secure a more prominent role, but also boost the team's confidence in their quarterback depth. The coaching staff is looking for signs of leadership, decision-making, and composure under pressure. The game against the Eagles, even if it's just preseason, is a perfect stage for him to show what he's made of. Now, wrapping up, we should keep in mind how this injury fits into the larger picture of the Browns' season. They've been preparing all offseason for a run, and every game, every play counts. The health of their quarterbacks, especially someone like Sanders who's shown promise, is vital for their success. The team's resilience will be tested early on, and how Gabriel responds, along with the coaching staff's ability to adapt, will be key factors in determining how far Cleveland can go. It's a roller coaster of emotions for Browns fans, but one thing is for sure, the passion for this team runs deep, and we're all eager to see how they respond to setbacks and challenges. This injury story also highlights the importance of patience and smart decision-making in football. Coaches and players alike know that rushing back from injury can be disastrous, especially with an oblique injury, which can take time to heal fully. Browns fans, you know how much this team means, and it's that same passion that will push them to come back stronger. We've seen what this organization is capable of when everyone is firing on all cylinders. The hope is that Gabriel, if given the chance, will rise to the occasion, and Sanders will return healthy and ready to contribute later in the season. So, as we look ahead to the game this Saturday, it's not just about the score. It's about the story behind the game, the resilience of the Browns, the opportunities for young players like Gabriel, and the ongoing quest to build a team that can contend for that elusive Super Bowl. Browns fans, your team is on a journey, and every twist and turn, including injuries, is part of that story. Be patient, stay loyal, and keep the faith because the season is just about to begin, and Cleveland is ready to fight for every inch. And now, Cleveland Browns fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Cleveland Browns. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Cleveland Browns news.